Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then hi, my name is Miss Paris and on my channel you can find tips, advice and information all about teaching as well as being able to follow along with my own personal journey. So if that's something that would interest you or benefit you, then do consider watching some of my older videos as well as subscribing for future teacher related content. Now I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I am back today with a very relevant and a very special video because not only is it very important for this time of year, but it is also my very first sponsored video. So I would like to say a big thank you to Amethyst Education for sponsoring this video. I will talk about them a little bit later in the video, and I will also be sharing some tips that are going to be very, very useful for you watching. So make sure to stick around for that. As I'm recording this, it is May 31st, which if you're not in the education sector might not have any relevance to you, but it is the deadline for teachers to hand in their notice if they want to leave by the end of July, by the end of the academic year. So for those trainees or other teachers that are on the job search, on the job hunt, this is when lots of schools will start coming out. Now, don't get me wrong, secondary vacancies come out a lot earlier, so a lot of maybe secondary trainees or ECTs will have already secured positions, but for primary teachers this is a big time of year. Now I have seen tweets, Instagram stories, Facebook posts of people panicking because they have not yet secured their position, and I have already made a video which I will link in the description below of where you can find ECT positions. So that's not what the focus is going to be on today. The focus of today's video is on what you can do, what backup choices you can do, what backup plans you can establish, you can set up for yourself if you are not currently getting shortlisted. Now, if you're not currently getting shortlisted, I would consider the reasons why. Is your personal statement not up to scratch? Have you not had enough experience? Are you maybe being too picky with the jobs that you are applying for? All of those things are only for you to know, okay? But it's important to consider that first of all. But next, if you really want to be a teacher, you have finished maybe your bachelor's in primary education, or maybe you have just completed your PGCE, you want that position, and I totally get it. But if you are not being shortlisted, it can feel like your options are very restricted. And one of the things that is great about our sponsor today, Amethyst Education, is that they are there to help you. They are in fact a recruitment agency that have a whole ECT pool, which is where you can send your application in, and lots of different schools will look at their ECT pool and they will pick out applicants that they think could be a good fit to the school. Now, personally, if you don't have an awareness of my background, in September I will be entering my third academic year of teaching, and I have had several positions in this time. 3 out of 4 of them have been through agencies. So I am not talking about agencies as if I've never had experience with them. I have had a lot of experience with agencies, and to be honest, they have been an absolute godsend because you spend so much time filling out those application forms, writing, adapting your personal statement. It is a lengthy process and it does take time and commitment. However, when you have an agency involved, they are almost like a second or third pair of eyes for job hunting, really. Like, it's brilliant. It's a free service, they don't charge you anything, and they are helping you to find jobs. And I think if you are stressed, and I know that some people, even though there is time left, I'm one of those people that can feel very stressed out by deadlines and think, oh my goodness, like September is approaching, why do I not have a position? So today I want to talk to you about what you can do if you're not getting shortlisted for positions, as well as share a little bit more about this option of agencies. I'm going to look into the Amethyst Education website with you and kind of show you how that works so that, you know, you can join their agency or any agency local to you, and hopefully that will help you find a job, because I don't want anyone panicking, and I'm seeing a lot of people panicking, and I thought making a video is the best way to get to you, is the best way for you to just listen to this advice, check out proactive things that you can do in the meantime while you're waiting for interviews to come through, and hopefully put your mind at ease. On my channel, I really take pride in delivering information that is helpful for you, that will some way build your confidence in your teaching career, or that will somehow give you steps to building not only confidence but also progressing you in some way or another. And I think when picking an agency, it's important to know which ones you can rely on. And the reason I picked Amethyst to kind of promote to you is that they are award-winning agency. They have been working in this field for over 30 years. They're a really small team, and what I really like is that they are dedicated to getting to know you as an individual. So matching you with schools that would suit you, which would suit your preferences. They're not just going to shove you somewhere where, hey look, there's a job available, off you go. They really want to make sure it's a good fit for you, because not only does it make you happy in your job and feel like you are making a difference and that you feel like you are having a rewarding experience, it also allows them to make good relationships with the schools for future teachers, and overall it's just a really nice positive cycle. So what I wanted to do is just to show you where you can find some really valuable resources, and also to show you how to sign up, because I have previously edited answers for ECT pool questions, and it's really important to try and get as much of your experience out there as possible. Now, some agencies do it differently. Some, it might be like a very standard form and they might do all of this via like a verbal informal interview. Others will ask you to write it all down and then they can kind of pick candidates from that. So please bear in mind that all agencies are slightly different. This is just what Amethyst Education do, but also I want to show you their blog because it is full of amazing tips, and I actually follow them on Instagram, unsurprisingly, and I'm always learning things from them, and I have also shared things from them in the past because I'm just like, everyone needs to know this. So here we go. Okay, so this is what you see when you open up the Amethyst Education website. You see that there's all the categories at the top, such as the ECT and teaching jobs and the talent pool as well. So if you scroll down, there's some information here about them. They were voted Best Education Recruitment Company 2021, which obviously is incredible. And then you've also got here the two options. So they actually specialise in permanent ECT jobs, which I think is incredible, because once you go into the temporary contracts, it can sometimes be hard to get out of them, especially if they end at a random time of the year like January. It's very often that you'll get a January maternity contract to replace it with. So I love that straight away they've got permanent job listings that you can check out here. So here is their job websites. This is where you've got both the primary and the secondary job listings. You can scroll down, you've got them all here. Obviously, if you press on one of them, they will give you more information. So this is a reception class teacher in Berkshire, permanent, immediate start. So, you know, straight away, you've got all the details here. You know how to apply. Bish bash bosh, you can do that. Another thing you can do is you can go on the ECT/NQT talent pool. And what this allows you to do is register your interest, so that if schools are looking for places and you may not have seen their vacancy on their website or on TES or wherever you normally look, they can actually reach out to you. So as you can see here, it says whether you are still in training or are looking for your first teaching position following your ITT, here is everything you need to know about finding a permanent early career teaching job with the support of Amethyst Education. And so here you've got their whole process, and like I said, this will vary per agency, but you can just see how quick it is. Once this is set up, it is so easy to do, and it is just a whole team that has your back in searching for jobs, rather than it just being you, just being an overwhelming process of filling out applications constantly. Like, once you've done this, they will keep looking for you. It's just incredible. So fill in a form, they contact you, we consider suitability, so this is really about getting to know you as an individual, what you want, etc. Arrange an interview and then conduct the interview. Here is the really, really useful part, one that I really enjoy reading, and it is their blog. So here is their blog. They've got a nice mixture of kind of teacher related articles, as well as articles that are there to help you in the next stage of your teaching journey, which is finding a job. So for example, here they've got wellbeing rituals to try this half term, which again is so relevant, but these are some of the ones that I wanted to show you. So the first one, I'm going to open it in a new tab, is struggling to find an ECT job for September. here's how we can help. Now this kind of details what I've already said, but it's a really nice step-by-step guide on how to do this. Another article that I really like is this tips for writing a personal statement. Now, you know me, I am super into personal statements. I really believe that they add value and they can be a significant reason why some people aren't getting shortlisted. Now, if you are interested in personal statement help, I will leave my details to my services down below. You can always contact me on social media as well, but here they've got a blog post about tips for writing a personal statement. So it gives things of what to include. It mentions about doing the research, don't waffle, the length of it. And then obviously if you need further guidance, they are again offering their help. So they are super, super supportive. And this is a blog, it's just in the tab at the top that you can easily access. They've got absolutely loads. They've also got classroom ideas just to kind of engage you and support you through your process as well, not just in finding a job. So there's World Earth Day activities, I think near the top. Oh yeah, here you are. There are some classroom ideas to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee. So it's a really nice website. You can get a really nice warm feel as to what they signify as a company and also how they can help you. One last thing you can consider doing if you are not being shortlisted for jobs, as well as check out agencies like Amethyst Education. Double check and proofread, look at your personal statement, see if that's the reason why you're not being shortlisted, is also to look at supply jobs. So this is obviously a good way to stay in the classroom, keep getting experience, experiencing different schools, but also you never know where it could lead. So with a agency, I was contracted for 2 weeks as a learning support assistant in my current school. I then thought, right, I'm really enjoying this experience. It wasn't in an SEN setting, and I can leave you more details about that job in a video that I made, so I will link that down below as well. But I actually applied to stay there permanently. So I did that, then a maternity cover came up in the school, I applied for that, I got that, and since then I have been a teacher. So what went from 2 weeks as a TA actually became like, you know, a maternity cover teaching position, and that was just from a supply. So those are 3 things that you can do if you're not getting shortlisted for jobs, just to keep your options open, just to reflect on why you may not be receiving any interview offers, but also to keep your kind of career options open. I would always recommend staying in the classroom no matter what form it is, because you get so many different opportunities to observe people, get to see how different schools run. I think it's really important just to stay in there. But with all that being said and done, I wish you the best of luck if you are searching for jobs. Do try and rest this half term as well, and let me know if this was helpful for you, as well as any successes you have had in your job search below in the comments. If you enjoyed this, then please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and also subscribe for future content. Once again, a big thank you to the sponsor for today's video, Amethyst Education, and I will see you soon. Bye!